It's not all the time that you get stars from other cities to come through. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate that shit.
So
I appreciate you even fucking with me.
For sure, we gonna definitely tell them.
Yeah.
We gonna definitely tell them how linked up. Shout out to my man with Ratch Records. You know, that's my guy, man. I fuck with him.
He's cool with it.
Yeah. So we got a upcoming rapper. I'm not even gonna say upcoming. Already here rapper. We got an already here rapper in the building. Hustler, entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he got to do. Getting busy out here. Jay See Murda, I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you for being here.
It's a pleasure, future, for shit show. You know, we all be fucking with you for this one, for sure.
No, thanks, man. We going. I was listening to your shit, so I can't wait till people see this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And go to listen to your shit. Yeah, you can probably. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yep. But because people are definitely gonna go check it out when they see the interview. I'm excited for it because that shit is hard to me. I'm fucking with that shit.
Thank you.
So why don't you tell people kind of who you are a little bit? You know, the name, kind of. Actually, right away, tell them where they can find you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can find me on all platforms, on YouTube, Apple, everything. Jay See Murda, Jaysee, Murda, Murda, signed with Nutty Life Records. You know the deal. Shout out Cree Dog. We out here, you know what I mean? We trying to make a movement happen.
Fuck with it, I fuck with it. You know what it is, man. It's the future. Do better, Bedder-Meda. Taking the eye out of media. I'm just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? But it isn't about me, because, you know, I'm just the guy. But I'm here with the guy. You know, Jay See Murda. So, why don't you kind of tell me where you're from? You know, kind of where. Because a lot of people, so born and raised, and then sometimes where people try to say they're from, sometimes they're two different things. You know what I mean? So, where did you kind of grow up, and is that where you've always been, or?
I'm from Denver, Colorado, but I'm from a city in Colorado called Commerce City.
Got you.
So that's where I'm born. I was born in Commerce City, and I was raised in Commerce City.
That's where you went to school and shit?
I didn't go to school. I went to Lesser Arnold High School. It's alternative school.
I went to alternative school too, so I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't
gonna lie, man.
But I guess you could say I went to school over there. But yeah, all my relatives, everybody went to school out there. And that's what it is.
So how far from Denver was that?
It's about 15, 20 minutes from Denver, from downtown.
So it's considered like the greater Denver area, probably?
Yeah.
For
Because back in Colorado, we got like Aurora. We got different cities. So you got like Aurora, Montbello, Commerce City. You got the west side. You got the south side.
For sure.
You got Park Hill. You know what I mean? You got a lot of different places out there. And then it goes further south to Colorado Springs, or you can go further north to Greeley, Longmont, shit like that.
I feel like when people think about Colorado, obviously they think about legalization shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's street shit that be going on out there. There's a culture out there. No, there's you know what I'm saying?
It's gotta gut it. They just made top 3 on the list.
That's crazy, because
it's gotta gut it.
Because it definitely has a good reputation, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Of being a place to go visit. You know, everybody, all my tourist homies be telling me, yo, that's where we gotta go, shit like that.
You gotta Vail.
But I'm guessing there's some places that, yeah, for sure. So why don't you, so when you were in high school growing up, was you going over and kicking it over there, or kind of, like, where did you start, for lack of a better word, jumping off the porch?
Shit, I've been off the porch. I grew up in my grandmama's house, so all my cousins gangbang and shit, and they'd go to the Beehive and go chill with the homies, and I was a little jit.
Word.
The grandma would be like, take him with you, I gotta go do this and that, or I would just go with him. And it was a few blocks away from my grandma's. My grandpa was old with dementia, old and sick, you know what I mean? So my cousins would be like, go check on grandpa, so I'll go hit the block. But I'll be over there with all the homies when I was young, little kid.
Word. And so yeah, kind of talk about, you know, so talk about your family a little bit. So it sounds like you were raised by your grandparents, is that?
I got mom and dad and shit, but yeah, a lot of time I was at my grandma's house. You know, mom and dad work, so really most of the time I was at my grandma's house. Grandma's house had 12, 15, sometimes 20 kids running through there.
Damn.
You know, grandma used to sell burritos.
Cousins and shit, right?
Yeah, all cousins. And
still close to any of them? Y'all still kind of?
You know, we're all grown and they all got their own shit going on, so I'm cool. I'm close to a couple of my cousins, and you know.
That's kind of how it be, you know.
It's crazy, like in my family, like my cousins' kids call me uncle.
Word.
So I'm not their cousin. they call me uncle. You know what I'm saying? I got nieces and nephews, but really they're my cousins, second, third cousins. But we just grew up close like that to where, you know, I'm their uncle, I'm their godfather, I'm their Nino, whatever.
Yeah. So family's still kind of tight as a whole.
Family's
tight.
still
a big deal and shit.
It's cool, but it was tighter back when I was back in the day.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Now we kind of do our own shit.
Word. So, how did you kind of find your way into rapping? Like, was some of the big homies rapping, or?
I got an older cousin, bro. His name Joe Hunt. He do Christian music now.
Word.
But before he was a gospel rapper. He had a tape recorder. He was recording. You know what I mean? Back on fucking Cubase when it first came out.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
When they had big ass computers.
I remember rapping on the karaoke machine. And shit,
Yeah. Like he had tapes in the tape recorder.
Yeah, I love that.
So growing up and shit, I always looked up to him and watched him in the back room and shit. Wanted to be like them niggas. I always seen him do his music shit. And his shit was always tight to me. And that encouraged me to rap. So by the time I got able to say and voice I wanted to do music, he was doing gospel music.
Word.
So I tried to start and do gospel music, but it wasn't really my net, whatever. But that's what got me in the studio, got me on the mic, and I was young as fuck, like 8 or 9, in the booth, experiencing that shit.
Word.
Cause you know, like today and age, experience going to the studio and working on Logic, Pro Tools, and all the programs and all the studio shit. It's not like going back in the day going to the studio.
Word. Yeah, I
You
know.
only have one take to go.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up.
For sure.
Because if you fuck up, you can't punch in and out. You're going to have to redo
I
the whole
remember them days for sure.
You know what I mean?
I remember them days for sure.
Yeah.
So, like, what were some of your, like, when you were young, what was some of the musical influences you were hearing, or like, what was some of the old heads, your parents, grandparents? What type of music was you hearing growing up?
Man, I grew up on a lot of shit growing up. My dad was a big fan of Tupac.
Word.
Grew up on like Big Timers, Gator Suit shit.
Oh, so you got a lot of hip hop in your house.
Yeah.
Word.
A lot of hip hop and growing up to a lot of shit. Tech Nine was a big influence growing up.
Shout out to Tech
Ever Ready and shit, all that shit when I was young, you know what I mean? Like, that were the CDs we had in our house. Just a lot of different influences. Just a lot of music, and not just all rap too, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Was there some other genres
old
that...
school shit, some funk, you know what I mean? Some
Word,
Isley
funk.
Brothers and
Word.
shit, some soul and shit. But yeah, just music in general, I always love music.
Word. So kind of talk about how you started getting into rapping. You know, you were hearing the Christian rap. You were kind of getting. So obviously you didn't go the Christian rapper route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kind of what happened after that? You knew you had a passion for wanting to rap. Did you just start writing? Did you just start?
So I was always writing. Elementary school, it's like 3rd grade. I always write. Then I always wrote. And in middle school, rap fell out of my pocket, and the school resource officer and the principal called me in and called my parents and shit. They didn't know what the fuck the shit said. And it was gangbanging and shit and some more shit, and they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was just, I always express myself through music.
Wow.
And I used to put the pen on the pad, you know what I mean? So now when I record, it's just like, I freestyle all my shit, I punch in it, not freestyle, but I'm a punching artist in the studio, because I'll be in there by myself. Engineering my own shit, you know what I mean?
Word.
So everything I'm doing is just like, just vibing in the studio, just boom. I might say one bar 10 different ways and use it, you know what I mean?
For sure. Like, how did that happen though? Because obviously, you don't just start rapping and then start recording. So was there some rap crews you were involved in? Was there some rapping like
Really?
in the streets? Did you do ciphering? Like how did you hone your skills? You know what I mean?
I always just rap to myself. I never really liked to fuck with too many people. When I was younger doing it, I was never in like a rap group or in the studio for real. Because once I chose not to do Christian rap, my cousin was about to have me in the studio saying shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
He was like, you a demon. Like, you can't be in my shit. Like, and he's big on that still to today, you know what I mean? And he's just like, so really it was just me writing hella rhymes on paper.
Word.
No beat, just writing shit, bro. And then that grew into me and the homie, shout out to homie Rich. Me and my homie Rich linked up. He had a studio at his house. So we go and record a lot of shit, you know what I mean? He put me on a lot of shows. Me and Rich opened up for a few people. We opened up for Chino XL.
Word, RP.
Yeah, RP just passed. Me and him almost fought. Me and Chino XL did. And he's a big motherfucker.
I know. And I've known of Chino forever. So
yeah.
And a lot of the homies around here, I fuck with a lot.
So this is the deal. I opened up for Chino. We go all the way to Greeley, which is like 45 minutes out from where I'm at. Get out there. I'm in the back smoking. Chino's not even there. I don't know much about Chino XL at the time. I just know Tupac said fuck him.
Yeah, sure.
So I was smoking a cigarette in the back. Chino XL come through. He like, boom, what's up? They're like, oh, that's Chino. I'm smoking. I'm like, hey, Chino, I'm opening up for you tonight. He's like, that's what's up, dog. Like, what you do? Boom. I'm like, Chino, I got a question for you. He like, wait till I perform. Focusing on the show. After I perform, you could ask me. We go back into the show. And my guy Rich, and I had my cousin there, he was there to watch me perform. And my guy Rich, he's like, let's go to the back to the VIP, let's go take some pictures with Chino. The promoter just told us, let's go back there. I think what's dude's name that brought us? I forget dude's name. Me and him didn't like each other. I tell him, Chino just told me outside to wait till he performed to go fuck with him, you know what I mean? So he like, no, he just said right now to go get the pictures with him. I'm like, alright, so we go and Chino XL fucking takes pictures with us.
Word.
So I'm like, hey, so we snap little flicks, it's a big old group picture. I'm like, hey Chino, I still got that question for you. He's like, man, I told you to let me perform first and then you can ask me whatever. And he's like, matter of fact, he's like, what's your question? What's up? And my dumb ass was like, man, what's up with you and Tupac? And this nigga got mad as fuck when I said that shit, for real. He got real offended. He fucking took his coat off and looked like, nigga, what the fuck do you mean? What's up with me and Tupac? And I was like, whoa. I ain't mean no disrespect by that shit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a hip-hop fan. I'm a student of the hip-hop, dog. So I was just like, it was an awkward little confrontation. I stood in the VIP. They was like, hey, the promoter wants you to go apologize to Chino. That nigga's pissed. I'm like, fuck him, nigga. I ain't apologizing to this nigga, you know what I mean? I told my cousin, like, nigga, let's play a game of pool. Grab a These niggas tripping. So we come out from the VIP, and Chino hits the stage, and I'm sitting on the stool at the bar, and this nigga literally sits kind of in front of me, bro, like, boom, he performs his whole show, and he's fucking staring at me the whole fucking time. And he kills it. Chino's sick. Yeah, Chino's sick as fuck.
And he's a legend, bro.
And he reminds me, like, and he do work with Immortal Technique and shit. And I grew up on Immortal Technique shit too, like, hard.
He gets busy.
Yeah, he fucked the whole show. He killed it. And then after the show, everyone was all like hugging on him and shit. Well, he makes his way through the crowd and tells me, hey, homie, my bad about that shit. Just know that me and Pac was cool before he died. And I always remember that shit about Chino, because he didn't have to say that shit. It could have been like, oh, that guy's a fucking asshole. Sure. But he's like, hey, homie, like, all you need to know is that me and Pac was cool before he passed away. And I was like, okay, bro. And, sorry if I offended you.
For sure. R.I.P. to Chino XL, though, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Chino. He's a legendary rapper.
For sure.
That's like,
and you said Immortal Technique. So what were some other rappers that, like, kind of influenced you or something, you know?
Man, 50 Cent, Gucci Mane. I fuck with Boosie. I always love Boosie. I like a lot of down south shit.
Word.
I like a lot of shit, bro. My horizons are pretty expanded with music. I don't really have like, oh, I like West Coast artists, or
for sure,
oh, I like East Coast artists, or oh, I like down south. Sure. I like a lot of music from everywhere, bro. Like, I like ODB a lot. ODB's tight as fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love ODB for sure. You know what I'm saying? I love Wu-Tang in general. But growing up in New York, you had to listen to that shit. So actually, my homie was here the other day. We was doing some live or something. And shout out to T-Bear, man. He said he felt bullied when he was young here in Iowa because all his homies listen to Wu-Tang. Yeah. He's like, I just didn't get it, but he's like, they made me listen to it.
Hey, Wu-Tang is for the children.
That shit was funny, yo.
Yeah, that's tough.
I fuck with Wu. So okay, so let's just kind of get to today. Who do you rap with today? Like, kind of, where you kind of see yourself today? Like,
Man, today I fuck with a lot of people back in Denver. a lot of Denver artists tapped in with. My resume is pretty big as far as people I've opened up for and people that I've met.
Word.
And people that I've actually like made tracks with that got a pretty good resume. You know what I mean? It's pretty tight. Like we opened up for Pastor Troy. He's cool as fuck. Pastor Troy's one of the ones.
Word.
I fuck with Pastor Troy for shit show. We did a track with Love Rants. He's on I Beat the Pussy Up with YG. We got one with Crunchy Black. Shout out Grey Dog from Nutty Life. Crunchy Black, super cool. We was with him for like a week, chilling with him.
Word.
You know what I mean? So,
that was probably fun, huh?
yeah, it's tight.
Yeah,
Crunch is different. Crunch is different.
He's different.
He's
I
got
watch all his Vlad interviews and shit.
Yeah, he do a lot of Vlad shit for sure.
Yeah.
And that's around the time when I went and chilled with him too, when he was doing all the Vlad shit. So.
No, I bet that was fun.
He supered up his manager, Uncle B. Shout out Uncle B. Super good people, bro. Like, hella cool people. Project Bat, shout out Project. Just do a lot of shit. We did a track with I didn't get to meet him or nothing, but we did get a track from Mr. Servon. So we worked with Mr. Servon. Who else we opened up for? We didn't open up for Fat Joe or nothing, but we bombarded him. We did. We bombarded him, and we came with gifts from him. And when we came to the backstage and bombarded him, all security and shit stood up, but we was like 15 deep. And they were like, hey, Poppy, what the fuck? You know what I mean? We're like, no. We just came to give you the Fat Joe gifts.
Yeah.
So we brought him some T-shirts and some shit. You know what I mean? Like, boom. Like, shout out for the culture, Fat Joe. On behalf of Hispanics and Latinos, you know, I fuck with your shit.
Word.
You're a big deal.
Yeah. I love Fat Joe, so.
Big Pun, too. Big Pun, one of the ones.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. You say that. When I was listening to some of that shit, it gave me that feel.
For real,
it gave me that feel.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about that. So what is kind of some of the newer music or some of the projects you put out in the past that you kind of want to highlight? You know, some of the songs or videos that you really had a good time with, or that might have you think people should go check out.
We just did I'm working on this project right now. It's in the works. We're about to play some of this shit off the project. It's called The Devil's Diary. So a lot of my new content's on it. I got some shit for the bitches. I got some shit for the streets. I got some features for my guys on it. You know what I mean?
Word.
I've been shooting videos like a motherfucker, getting the visuals done. Shout out my nigga Attack One.
Word.
He's from Peoria, Illinois, but he's West Denver. West 7th from West 7th Ave, you know what I mean, in Denver.
Yeah, I fuck with some people from Peoria, cause.
But he was born in Peoria, and then he went and branched off and went to Atlanta and started fucking with niggas in the A. So he lived in Bankhead. Like, I've been to his house in Bankhead and recorded with him and shit. So shout out my nigga Attack, you know what I mean? That's one of my mentors in the game too. Put a lot of energy and time behind me, working with me.
Word.
You feel me? And older niggas don't gotta do that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's a big deal for older generation to see potential in somebody and give time today to do an interview or to
for sure
to collab on music.
And some of that collaboration was fire. I listened to some of them. Some of them joints were slapping, yo. So I was fucking with y'all shit down there.
Yeah.
So
shout out my nigga Score Dog too. I got shit with JB 5280 down there. I got shit with Mr. Ange Kansas City. He's from Kansas. That's my dog. Shout out Ange. A lot of shit, man, in the works with a lot of people. So, shout out my nigga Raj the God. Shout out PSU brand. You know what I mean? My boy Roger and me. We got a whole mixtape that we just did. That's not even part of my new shit at all. We got a whole nother project that's damn near done. So
word.
Working like a motherfucker.
That's how you get the job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, for sure. So, we should probably tell people kind of how we even linked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I got a little studio over here. You know, we be over here chilling. You know what I'm saying? And my homie who live right over here, he owns a record store in the mall. He's super cool cat, man. He like older cat. You know, super laid back. Definitely don't bother nobody. Definitely believes in ghosts. You know, because he be telling me, because he used to rent in this building, he used to have a record store downstairs, and he said he saw mad ghost shit, so.
For real?
He be saying that shit all the time. I be like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. If I'm here and some ghosts, I was like, what are you gonna do? If it happens, what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, like, but no, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He done told me how, like, his wife had, like, choke marks and shit, yeah, so shout out to him. So anyway, Rats Records, you know, he owns the store, and you linked up, y'all kind of, because you're here from out of town.
I'm from
just on some business, doing some work, whatever. So you here from out of town, and you only here for a quick minute.
Yeah, in and out.
Yeah, so you ended up in his store?
Yeah, it's at the mall, so I spent some time at the mall this morning because I'm out of state, so I'm going to go see the town and go, get out of my hotel room. And we went to the mall yesterday. The mall wasn't it. I don't know what brought me back there today. But I was just trying to walk around and shit. It's not even big to walk around too much, but I seen their store and I didn't see it yesterday. Because it's kind of in the cut. So I went over there and checked it out. And I'm like, oh, they got some shit in here.
Yeah.
They got some tight fucking shit in here.
Yeah.
And I bought this shirt from over there earlier today. It looked like a medium. But it said 3X on me. But it's a vintage 50 Cent shirt. I was like, oh yeah, I had to grab that. But I linked up with her, started chopping it up with her. Told me actually we're right behind it's the studio. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah. So that's kind of how me and Future linked in.
And he hadn't even seen it yet. I've been meaning to get him up here. You know what I'm saying? But we've just chopped it up down there, so he didn't know what he was gonna see either. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So and then we linked, we chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? Started talking about the music. You know, started talking about life shit. Just chopped it up a bit and. So I listened to the shit you sent me. I kind of, I thought I fucked with the vibes and shit. The conversation was cool. Seemed like he was grinding. Checked out the videos. I fucked with the music for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was definitely happy to have you on, yo. But shout out to my man, at Rats Records, cause he plugged it. Sure. He plugged it. But we got Jay See Murda in the building. Yeah, so did I hear you say you was gonna play some stuff?
Yeah,
we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back.
I might perform one live while it plays with you guys.
Yep. So when we come back, we'll do some. We'll definitely get y'all some music in that part of the episode. I'll probably kind of get your top 5 current favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably maybe put you on the spot a little bit. See if you can tell us who the hottest rappers besides yourself are in Denver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of. We talk about maybe a couple of your favorite beats. Of all time. We'll just do some hip hop conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. And then play some of the joints, play a joint, whatever you want to do. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I'm glad we got the link. We're gonna give y'all a little bit more after this.
I got a music video dropping tonight back in Denver. My video got dropping on his page.
So do you have the song for that?
Yeah.
So we can definitely do the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then honestly. Shout out to the board dad, best video editor in the world. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. Honestly, we probably could do some cool shit with going back and adding it later and shit too. Yeah. Like going in and out of you performing it here, going over to some of the video. He could probably play with it. So if you wanted to do that song, that would be fire.
That's gonna be
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, because we're not live.
Yeah, and if not, we could definitely put the link in the bio.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's a done. We're gonna promote everything because you took the time to be here. So we're gonna promote whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I seen you was grinding. I seen the work. I fucked with some of your homies and shit. That was some of the music y'all had. Honestly, I'm a fan. So if I like some shit, I'm gonna tell the world I like some shit. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of motherfuckers, even with platforms and shit, they be too cool to be fans. They want to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan. I just want to hear good music. You know what I'm saying? I want to fuck with people who make good music. Artists and shit. I want to promote I want to promote people's hard work. You know what I'm saying? I want to, So, that's what I'm saying. I really appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you for having me.
And we definitely gonna get back to y'all. We're gonna talk about some music shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play some shit for y'all. Maybe we'll throw a beat on. I'm with the shits. So, we'll have some fun on that part, on part B of that episode. So, we're going to see y'all soon, man.
Yes, sir.
So, take a break for a few minutes.